men's team. They are number 1, Jose, number 3, Duo, number 4, Villeno, number 6, Damash, number 8, March, number 9, Stiel, and number 10, Hurish. They're going to be called to order by referee Ti-Chi Liu, who is assisted by referee Chad Ong. So a pair of Asian referees looking after this, as we could expect in China. Second time for Asia to host the World Championships. Here we are in 2024. What's at stake here is 5th and 6th in this middle group. So the winners of this game will be 5th in the group, and they will play off for 9th and 10th place tomorrow. And the losers of this game will become 6th in the group, and they will play off for 11th and 12th. That's clear. The other teams in this group that are above these two are France, Denmark, Great Britain, New Zealand. They play it currently at the same time. All the final group games played together, and those 4 teams contest for who will go through to the final and semi-final. But these 2 teams will be playing off for between 9th and 12th, and as the game progresses, we should be able to determine which. So, Belgium take first possession. Powering forwards, absolute pace. An early lead would be wonderful from their point of view. Portugal weather it. It's deceptive on your screen, looks perfectly bright here, but that's camera compensating. We are in the twilight, really. It's getting quite dark, quite difficult to read our game sheets. The referees, I don't envy their task, or the players. Really quite dark outside. Local time is 5:06, and the darkness is coming in pretty quick. By the end of this game, you'll have me moaning and complaining about the light, but as I say, for you at home, the camera compensates nicely. You've got a nice clear picture on your screen. But the first minute, Portugal get their first real feel of the ball. This group been incredibly, under 21 category altogether, been incredibly closely contested. The top 12 teams have been so tight. Just been looking through the draw with other pundits, and in fact, unbelievable the number of permutations for who might go through to the semi-final. However, that is not troubling Jose. Number 1 and a big hit man for the Portuguese team as he puts his team into the lead. That's a phenomenal shot. He looks pleased. Look at that smile on his face. Smashed that in. So Portugal take the early lead. Just for your information, Portugal prior to this championship ranked 12th in the world. Belgium 9. So they will be playing off for between 9th and 12th here, these teams. So they're going to end up ranked about the same. Obviously, most teams, the big objective, no matter what rank you are, is to improve on it at the next championships. But these 2 teams found themselves battling for places very similar to where they've been before. But as I say, 9th to 12th available. Portugal, first deliberate foul warning for Belgium, number 7. Clearly indicated against Hoffman by the referees. Didn't see the offence signal, so not sure what for, but it doesn't really matter. He's marked his own card there. He'll have to watch his step. If he commits another foul the referees don't like the look of, there'll be a green card, which is, of course, a power play sending off. But nicely signalled, nice and clear for me and the coaches, and hopefully the player himself knows he's on the tightrope now. Portugal keeping the pace up. They can't afford to try and hold on to a 1-goal lead for over 17 minutes. They've got to keep the game ticking over, and good for us that they do. Really have had a style of trying to make inside passes to shoot up close, and they've made it their own, the Portuguese, at this tournament. They've been very, very good at it. That goal, uncharacteristically really a long shot, but Belgium here, ringing the changes in goal there. Portugal could have been caught napping, but unfortunately for Hoffman, he couldn't make it count. Fired his shot off the bar. Won't get many better chances than that. That's a pumping shot, fantastic, but it falls conveniently for Stiel. Portugal possession, no panic or no sign of panic on the Belgian team. They must just be a little bit concerned. Obviously conceding first, they have to dig back in, but plenty of time for them, 16 minutes. Wow, and again, paddling at pace, moving in, Jose just takes a second punt and it's in. Don't think he can believe his luck, frankly, from the look on his face. He took a nasty knock in the last game. He's been bandaged up. Big cut on his head underneath his helmet, but he's been patched up and clearly none the worse for wear. Playing a storm. So 2 for Jose, 2 for... Wow, that is over the top and into the next week. Fortunately for the net between here and the next pitch, or goodness knows where that might have ended up. Big hit. Touched out by the goalkeeper paddle for a corner. Keeps Belgium on the attack. Corner going to be taken for them by Lapere. Just recycling again, no urgency really, but 2 down Belgium. They don't want to be playing off for 11th, 12th, because if they are, that's a drop down in the ranking for them. So they want to win here, I've got no doubt about that. Amazing. A draw here would favour Belgium. If they tied it, they have a marginally better goal difference. 2 goals of better goal difference than the Portuguese, so I don't suspect it'll come to that at this stage, but you never know. We'll keep you informed. This game can result in a draw, obviously, as we're in a league situation here, but just best to know the permutations. I'm sure the players and coaches do, if I do. But Duo comes away for Portugal, puts his teammate Huzhou under pressure with a slightly wayward pass, but recovered, draws a foul, just allows the Portuguese to get a breather there. That was just asking a lot of his teammate there when he pumped that forwards, but they've got away with it. And now the dual goal scorer, Jose, with the ball, having a look, looking very, very relaxed. Beginning to get difficult to pick out the numbers on these players here, just to give you a clue of how dark it is. I'll try and use a combination of the live action in front of me and the screen to keep you informed here. That was Huzhou getting a shot away for Portugal. Referees are calling that as a goal line throw. Driving down, that's a very, very, very long shot, and it's off the top bar. Anything could happen here. As it is, it's recovered by Portugal, but they have to take it over the goal line. Tried to control it, Villano, but just couldn't. I don't think you can call that an error. He just could not stay on the pitch. So, corner ball. Belgium come strong. Shot, that was definitely wide. Hilleman then just had to wait till his body number could be seen. Helmet numbers now getting too small to read. Portugal coming forwards again. Wow, and again, Portugal, they can't seem to do it wrong. Beautiful. Hard and high. That time it was Damash, and that's a 3-goal lead. 3 minutes left in the half. Belgians won't be enjoying this much. Need to get to half-time without conceding anything else, otherwise that 3-goal lead's going to look pretty unsurmountable. Belgium move the ball round. A lot of action going on in that defence there between March for, oh yes, and he's been got the better of. I was just pointing that out. March there being moved around by Hilleman, and the drive from Belgium saw it coming and came through the gap, but couldn't score. They've hit too many bars here for me. Chances have been there, but not trouble the keeper. Looking hard, 2 minutes on the clock. They really could do with getting a goal here, Belgium. Bang. Only gets as far as the defender. In this case, it's March met that. Huge shots from some of these young men. That was Rohi, captain, trying to drag his team back into it, but there's been a foul on the goalkeeper. That hurts. 150 on the half. Nice long shot clock for Portugal, and this will be taken by the captain, Duo. Brings it away. Reset on the shot clock. Gives them control of the last minute and a half. There'll be just 30 seconds left. If they can get a reset shortly, then I'm sure they'll take this in. They'll be very happy with the 3-goal lead at half-time. If they can extend it, happier still. Belgian defence, flat 4 nearly. That I think is why the Portuguese have managed to get up moving, up relatively close to the Belgian goal. And they've beaten Rohi 3 times in a very similar fashion. But not like that, too low, too easy. Probably wouldn't have actually made the goal even if he'd left it alone, but that's a corner ball, and that's the exact reset I was talking about. They've waited till there's a minute, and now they have the control of this shot clock till the half-time whistle. So the shot clock and the game the same. Big, long looping pass out. What's the plan? As usual, you might expect. I suspect we'll get a shot from Huzhou or one of the others on the 10 or 15 second mark. Certainly don't want to risk anything, Portugal here. They're in a very pretty position. If they can add one more, it would be beautiful, but they'd be more than happy to take 3 in at half-time. Here he comes again. He scored a couple, seeking to add to his tally, but not managing to. There will be a second phase. I'm not sure which way the referee's going with this. Referee Tichi Liu calling a player over. It really is so dark, I can't see what he's trying to ask for with his hand signal. It's a free shot for a paddle foul for Portugal on about the 5-metre mark. Jose puts it onto the next pitch. Corner ball touched out by the defence, and Portugal will have 2 seconds, 1 second, no seconds to take that. It's half time. Portugal lead Belgium by 3-0. Just before the teams can switch over properly, and we'll name check them all again and explain this, can I take the opportunity to thank the main sponsors of this event? Administrative sponsors are the International Canoe Federation, China Canoe Association, Huzhou City and Deqing County. Without them, all of this would be impossible. Equally with the financial and equipment sponsors, Kailas Clothing, Latour Sports, Deqing Group, and of course the global sponsor for Canoe Polo, Upin Sports, involved in this event very heavily, obviously on home turf. And as we look at the Portuguese men's team, I will name check them for you. Number 1, Jose. Number 3, the captain, Duo. Number 4, Villeno. Number 6, Damash. Number 8, March. Number 9, Steele. And number 10, Hurish. Very, very successful half for them. 3-0 to the good. Taking on a bit of water, and I'm pretty sure the coach is saying, just keep this going. Don't get your foot off the gas. Lovely shot of them. As I look across at the live image across the pool, I can barely make them out, but on your screen nice and clear. And we will focus in on the Belgians in just a moment. Not such a fortunate half for them, but there they are. Number 2, Le Sure. Number 3, the captain, Rohi. Number 4, Hieleman. Number 5, Deqing. Number 6, Kerpens. Number 7, Hoffman. Number 8, Lepere. And their team talk much tougher. We have to dig back into this, boys. Come a long way. Flown for 12 hours for this. This is our last chance. If we want to improve our place, we need to score here. We need to do it 1 goal at a time. Come on. All ready to pull. Look at that. Encouragement. Fantastic shots from our Chinese media team here. Absolutely outstanding level of equipment and service. We hope you're enjoying this as subscribers at home. We are grateful for your subscription. And very, very dark now. And another 10 minutes or so, 10 or 11 minutes to go. We will try and keep bringing you accurate commentary of what is going on, but it is getting more and more difficult to see. And I don't have any envy for the referees. Very tough for them. Dark kayaks, dark paddle blades, a lot of dark buoyancy aids out there. But that call goes the way of Portugal, and that falls for Steele. Very difficult to see. Feel sorry for the players and the referees. I'm glad you've got a decent view on the live stream. Really is closing in. We're expecting thunderstorms overnight. Hopefully they will clear before morning. Finals of the under-21 competition. But these people fighting for their final placings here and fighting hard. Oh, that's cut and dried for the referees. That's a penalty. Well, that's a sending off and a penalty, so the bottom line is either Belgium will be playing with 4 or there will be 4 behind at the end of this penalty being taken. It is, of course, going to be taken by Huzhou. Why not? He's proved he's got an arm on him, and he's going to take on the Belgian captain in his opposite number, which is Rohi. Penalty ball. I don't know who this dark favours. I'm assuming the shooter. Must make it hard for the goalkeepers. This half light's quite generous, to be honest. Referees will get them in order, but the card is showing, so this will either be a goal or Portugal will play against 4 men for a period, so they can't really lose out of this situation, and they take the option of a 4th goal. So Portugal 4, Belgium 0. Belgium back to 5 players. It's a power play, so the moment that goal's scored they can come back to full strength, but 4-0 down. Massive ask for them now. Draw would favour them, but even getting the 4 will be very, very difficult. If they're going to climb a 4-goal mountain, they have to start now, but that's Portuguese defence up to it. Clearly he can goalkeep in the dark. Villeno, using the force, I would suspect, it is really very difficult to convey to you how dark it is out there. These young men really deserve a bit better. I wish they were playing in the full daylight, but we are where we're at. Been a very tight schedule today to get us finished by this time, but the light fading. These close-up images are... Oh, now that is superb. That's the way. You have to start somewhere. Lepere, number 8 for Belgium. If we have to start a comeback, let's start it right now. Portugal 4, Belgium 1. As I say, if they can drag it back to 4-all, they will. That result will, in fact, favour Belgium, just to be clear. They're not looking for 5. They're just looking to get 3 more. Portugal... Surely they're not the nation to go into game management mode. They'll press for more. Surely 1 more will be enough, but there's 8 minutes. The Belgians need 3 goals. And that's the first step for them. Possession turnover. And have to be very careful there, being a bit unhelpful to say the very least, Jose. And there's a player away. Yes, I can't argue with that. Jose really making it borderline impossible, well, impossible for the Belgians to take the throw, and they get a player away, and really that leaves the referee with very little choice. It was Hoffman got the break, so he's showing he's in front of an open goal, and the throw's not being able to be taken. Well, the referees quite rightly go to a penalty. The Belgians nominate the captain Rohi to take it, and if I'm not very much mistaken, Villeno in the goal. Against him again, this darkness must make it hard for the goalkeepers. Oh, but he misses. Was that the turning point? Was that the last chance for Rohi and the Belgian side? Still plenty of time, but they could have really done with that goal. And that's it. I think that's 7 I can see just about. Hoffman, yes, thank you for the close-up media crew. So easy to see on your screen. But that was Hoffman scoring that, 4-2. Suddenly the lead doesn't look unassailable with 7.5 minutes to go. We're going to go into the end of this game with everything to play for. Are the Portuguese nerves jittering? Cannot stress how much it matters to these teams to step up the rankings. This is potentially 2 places more. The win on this game, and those 2 places critical. 9th to 12th means you can get into the top 10 if you win this game. And that sounds pretty nice. Top 10 team in the world. And that's what they're chasing. Belgium definitely not giving up, and why would they? They've clawed this back since half-time. Oh, off the bar, the chances they've had, the half chances they've had to recycle. The determination massive. That final shot falls to Lesure, but it's punked over for a corner. I do not know how the goalkeepers are managing, not in this light. Unbelievable. And away comes Hoffman. Sorry, that wasn't Hoffman, that's my bad, that's Lesure. Misread the number in the dark till he got a little closer. And Lesure, not much doing there, but had to give it a go. They're going to have to pepper this Portuguese goal. Plenty of time, 6 minutes. The referee just making his feelings known once that. Yeah, here we go. And the Belgians are out and pressing. We can understand that. Great for us. This is going to be a tough 6 minutes for both these teams, but they're well worth spending everything. They'll be going back to their hotel, getting a good night's sleep, ready for tomorrow, come what may here. But this is where it all matters today. Just the whole day comes down to this last 6 minutes for both of these teams. And there's been a paddle foul seen by TG Lu further down. That's going to be Belgian ball on about the halfway line. And of course, the Portuguese dare not try and slow that down. That would be a yellow card this time if someone did. Belgium pumping forward. That's nice, tidy passing. And that's a nice, tidy finish. Perfect finish from Kerpens. Superb. 4-0 up. Remember the Portuguese at half time, and it looked like they got this game rolled up, but no. Belgians have had none of it. They had a slow first half. I hope they won't mind me saying. Not at their best, but somewhere over half time the coaches have said something that's just triggered it. And here they are, 4-3, 1 goal away from stepping up a place into 5th in the group. And it really is just the 1 goal. If it's a tie, they leapfrog or bump past or scrape past the Portuguese. The Portuguese need the win. And at the moment, they're holding the lead. And now they're holding a 2-goal lead. That was fantastic. And of course it's Jose. Of course it is. Scored the first 2. Scored that one. Is that the one that makes it safe? 2 goals ahead again. 5 minutes to go. Hard to believe how much action we've had in this second half. It's been incredible. Pushing forwards. Rohi, everyone stepped up for Belgium in the second half. Magnificent piece of coaching. Whatever was said or done at half time has triggered this. It's easy to think it's all the players, but the coach has to take some credit for this comeback, because it would have been very easy for them to think they were down and out at 4-0. And instead they've shown immense strength of character to get back to here. Portuguese must be very, very jittery. 4-goal lead. They've scored 1. Can they make this count? As I say, the Portuguese not a nation to hang on to a lead. They'll be going out for more. And we wouldn't have it any other way. Nice and aggressive, but the Belgian press is difficult. This is tight and hard. They've only had 2 minutes of this now, and they must be draining the arms. These are fit young men, but 2 minutes of this sort of pressure, that's hard on both teams. Doesn't matter whether it's from North or South Europe, this is hard work. These are the winter hours that pay now. Wow, that bullet's up, and again, Lebere buries it. They've shared the goals amongst them, the Belgians. Jose been the main man for Portugal, but the Belgians have been almost taking it in turns. I've lost track of who scored what. But 5-4, still this result, just by the 1 goal, favours Portugal. Another Belgian goal in the next 3 minutes 40 seconds, which seems like forever, because it seems an hour ago I said we had 6 minutes left in this game, and now there's 3.5. So anything could happen. We've certainly got plenty of goals in this, and that's the first of them. That falls for March. It's his first of this game, but that's outstanding. This is it. This is just end-to-end stuff. This is just unbelievable, the scoring rate. In this half, we've had 6 goals already. They've been shared. But the Belgians had the better of the second half, but they still can't close that gap on Portugal. 2-goal lead. They've got to get the first of them before too long. Suddenly the clock's going to be Portuguese friend, but not yet. Off the bottom bar and out. Goal line throw. Obviously there's a press from the Belge. Tight on their men. They can't afford a gap here. All these Portuguese have got a turn of speed, so anything could happen. Steele coming round to the side nearest to us, looking for a gap up and run up the edge. He'd love to just stretch his legs and boost away. Can't do. Duo on the centre line, looking for a man to pass to. Half open. Is anything go on? Duo's got the middle and some space, but they have to commit a foul there. A little bit of cynicism in that, little holding foul, but Belgium get the ball. Slamming the passes forward, time after time after time, and that time they simply could not stop Lepere. And again, the gap cut to 1. Still too much. Portugal 6, Belgium 5, a 1-goal gap. 2.5 minutes to go. Do you remember when I said at 6 minutes to 6 minutes ago? I can barely remember that far back. It has been so frantic, so much has happened. But now we have 2 minutes 13 seconds. The Belgians need 1 goal to tie this. The Portuguese desperate to stretch their lead again. They can't sit on a 1-goal lead, not after what they've just endured. They simply mustn't risk doing that. And they're not. They're breaking forward, trying to find a goal that might just seal it. Big air on that. Who's it going to fall for? Can he get it under control? It drops nicely for Damash, but I'm not sure he can actually control it and score. Turned and fired, but it didn't go in. It's a goal line throw. So hard to determine what's going on in the dark. That could have been blocked or anything. I have no idea. The referee's that bit closer to us, but you beginning to get a feel on your screen for the light being thrown up by the buildings and surroundings, how dark it actually is here. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the equaliser. That is superbly scored. 6-all right now. That's Rohi, the captain, drags his team to 6-all. I don't know if Belgium realise or if they're just sticking to the plan, but that tie would do them. They would win by 2 goals of goal difference. They'd be in 5th place now if they can hold this. But 1 minute and 17 to go. They know the Portuguese will come at them, but they've been so successful, this press. I can see why they would tactically want to keep going the same way. I wonder if it is the knowledge of the goal difference win or if they actually want to go on and win this game with young men under 21s. You can never tell. They've got it all at stake. These are bitter rivals because they've been ranked close together for the last 2 years. They're going to be ranked close together after this. It matters. That's Jose on the ball, working hard, got himself turned. It's within his range, and he proves it's within its target. That is Portugal 7, Belgium 6. You could not script this. 45 seconds the Belgians have. They must score if they want to take 5th place in the league. I've lost count of the number of times that has swayed back and forth. Belgium have the shot clock, they have the ball, they have 40 seconds. They are either going to equalise this game and go 5th in the group, or they are not and go 6th. It is all to play for. There's a block there, but it's still going to be recovered by Belgium. Can barely see over on the far side. It goes out for a goal line throw. 24 seconds on the game. Free shot. No, goal line throw. I thought I saw a free shot signal, but it really is so dark. It is very, very difficult to say. That is a goal line throw. 20 on the shot, 20 on the game. A melee of players over in front of referee TG Liu. Can barely see what's going on. I do not envy him this at all, but the Belgians having a look at the Portuguese goal. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball's away to the sideline, and that's over. That's Portugal win that game. 7 goals to 6. They take 5th place in men's under 21 men's group O. The Belgians are a 6th, and in 5th place, Belgium will play